Hello and welcome back to another video. As you can see, I'm starting off in the polytunnel. I have already started before doing this video because I just come down and just got on with it really. I'm in the polytunnel, as I say, with most of our tomatoes. I've just given them a little bit of a tidy up. I haven't picked off all the little suckers because some of them I'm just going to leave, because to be honest, they seem to be doing all right, but I've taken off like all the dead leaves and I have spotted some more red tomatoes. These are the beefsteak. They're not massive. Might be because I haven't been taking off the suckers, but I'll just turn the camera around and show you. So that is the beefsteak tomatoes there. As I say, they're not huge, but they're probably just about right for us really. There are still loads on this plant. I've given them a good feed. As I say, there are some suckers, but some of them have been left too long, so I can't quite get to them now. But I might take some off. I might leave them. I'll see. Yeah, there's lots of tomatoes. There's some down there as well. I don't know if I just said that I've given them a good feed. I meant to say it. I don't know if I did or not. And I've just cut back some of the comfrey that seems to grow up all the time in that spot there, so I've cut them leaves back and pulled out some of the bindweed along here, just to give these ones here a little fighting chance. But there are some tomatoes on here as well, which is all exciting. Right, so I changed my mind and I did take off some of the suckers off of them beefsteak tomatoes because there are a lot on there. So to give the other ones a better chance, I've cut off some of the suckers, which I hate doing when they've got some tomatoes on them. And what I could do is put them into a little a pot of their own and try and get some plants from there. But I think we've got enough, so I've just discarded them. As I say, I just don't like doing it when there's some flowers on there and even some little tomatoes, because I feel like that might grow. So yeah, I have cut them back a bit, and I have taken off some of the lower leaves as well, just to allow some airflow through there as well, hopefully to prevent any blight, because although inside they tend to be all right, it tends to be the ones outside. The humidity obviously does get quite humid in here, but hopefully that'll be all right. But this was also a little bit exciting. So these are outdoor tomatoes, which I'm going to pick these. So these are Tigerella. I think they're Tigerella, and then these are Roma. Oh, I thought that was a real person. Just realised it's just a scarecrow. One of the main reasons I come down today was to do some weeding. However, I've left my gloves in the car, so I might only be able to do a minimal amount because obviously I don't want to be touching the nettles and stuff. And I am going to be putting out my beans that I keep showing in nearly every video to speak. So this is the netting that I've got, so I'm going to put that around the bed, and hopefully that will stop any pigeons and rabbits from eating my beans, because I will be gutted if they get eaten. I've also bought the tomato feed up from the other plot to give these ones a feed, because I've got lots of flowers on there now. I'd like to turn them into some tomatoes. Oh, look, that's a cucumber. It's nice, isn't it? So this is the bed that the beans are going to go in. I do need to give it a little bit of a weed first, and then we've got some pumpkins or squash or something. Oh, they're Jack the Little squash growing up in the middle. But yeah, I'm going to give this a good weed, and then I'm going to put my beans in here. So I'm thinking they're not climbing beans because that's as big as they've got, whereas these ones, which are climbing beans, are got these long bits, and these are planted way after them ones. So now I'm not sure whether to put them where I was going to put them, because the poles are all there for... I'll tell you what, I'm going to put them down the other side. I am going to put them there. Gosh, am I so indecisive, aren't I? So I brought all the beans out. So I have got this bit down this side of this bed. It doesn't have the stick, so I could put these bush beans there, and then when I've got some more runner beans to sow, when they grow up there, then they can go up the sticks. So I'm going to put these here with some low string, and if they do start to climb, then I'll have to put some sticks in, won't I? Right, I've put them ones out, gave them a good water. I've still got these to plant out, so what I'm trying to do, excuse me, a dry tickly throat. I'm just starting to weed this one, and I'm going to weed this one as well, because these have already got the arches over, so it makes it easier to net. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the rest of the beans in here, which I'm hoping won't take up more than half the bed, and then I'm going to put the beetroot at the front there, because that will be ready to go out soon-ish. I'm also going to plonk a squash at the front here to trail up there. I might even... How sturdy are these? Not sure. I might even, I'm just thinking, putting a squash here and training it to go over there. But I'm not sure if the squashes that I've got will be too heavy. But yeah, I've got to find somewhere for them to go, because the squash bed is full. But I've got to go and get my daughter now from work. I'm not covering them beans, so they should be alright. I'll probably only be half hour, 45 minutes, and then I'll be back. And I'll bring my gloves as well. But yeah, hopefully that should be okay. I tell you, if I come back and something's absolutely wiped them out. I just did it again with that scarecrow. I keep seeing it out the corner of my eye, thinking there's someone standing there. Well, if I think it's someone standing there, then hopefully the birds will think there's someone standing there. But maybe I need to build a scarecrow. Do they scare rabbits as well? Don't know. Yeah, so I've got to go and get her now. And then I will be back. Right, I'm back again, and you know, I was saying about something can't eat all of this. Do you know what I just scared off from my beans? A bloody pigeon. So there is a little bit of damage on a few of the leaves. Luckily, he hasn't managed to wipe out the whole lot. But just shows how quick they can eat them. So now I know it's pigeons. I need to make sure that the netting is over the top and not just around the outside. Right, I'm going to plant out these other ones and then get the netting, because it just shows how important I need to get that netting on today. Otherwise I will come back next time with no beans left. Right, so I've just got this netting from this bed over here, because I don't think we're going to use this one, and I thought that's all right. So I was trying to pull it all out of there, and the thing is the grass has all grown up in between the netting, so it's like solid. So I've pulled it all up, and a little slow worm came out of there. That's fine, I can deal with a slow worm. Then over here now as I was pulling it all out to put it over, there was a little thing. I don't know if it was a little vole or a baby mouse or a baby rat. I think it was a vole, but the trouble is now is I don't know where the bloody hell it's gone. And I don't want to tread on it, but I also don't want it to, you know, jump out of the netting on me. So now the dilemma, I thought that netting would be safe rather than going to get the one from up the back where there's rats and stuff. I thought this one would be safe, but there was obviously some kind of little, maybe some little nest in that bit there, or in the underneath the netting. So not the neatest looking netting, but you know what, it's covering up the beans for now. It's quite difficult to do when you're on your own, especially when you've got all these bits that are not quite, you know, they're all like little bits of netting. But that'll do for now. I can always change it when Mum's here with me, but at least that covers them. Doesn't stop the slugs, so I'm hoping they don't go in there, but it stops the pigeons. Now I've just got to do this one. Well, I'm not going to win any prizes for the neatest looking netting, but it's on. So this netting, it was great, but it only went sort of side to side. It didn't do the ends. So I've just cut these little bits of blue netting and just stuck them on the end. As I say, not the nicest looking thing, but I'm just trying to do it quickly because I've got some other things I need to get done, but I also wanted to make sure that these were covered. So they are now covered. The rabbits can't get in, the birds can't get in. So hopefully when I come down next, I will still have some beans and some beetroot. Right, I've just quickly weeded this bed. This one had broad beans in it. Ignore that one, that's been weeded about 5 times, but we just don't get it stuff in quick enough. This needs a couple of bags of compost or some manure in it, just to top it up before I put anything in there. So I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to put in there yet. Might put some beetroot, depending on if I can get the level up. And then I just need to get this one clear, because this is where I want to put some more squashes and courgettes. Again, it will need something put on there, but we have got some bags of manure still. So I want to get it ready, and then the courgettes and the squashes that I've got are probably ready to go out in about a week. So ideally I need to get that done so that it's ready to be prepared for them to go in. This is the bed we had them in last year and we have weeded that already, and that was supposed to be a no dig bed. I mean, I don't know how people do it. I thought no dig was supposed to be that you don't have a load of weeds, but I don't know, we're obviously doing something very wrong. Right, I'm done now. I'm tired. I'm actually getting hot. Just picked myself a little cucumber and take that one home. I do want to get this bed done and get these squashes out, but it needs some stuff putting in it, and I need Mum to help me carry the bags of manure. So I'm hoping she might be able to come down, even if we could just pop down for a couple of hours tomorrow, get the manure on there and the compost, then I can plant them out before they get pot bound, and hopefully they'll grow really well. Got pink banana, squash, some courgettes and another kind of squash that I can't pronounce. So and then the other ones at the spaghetti squash, the ones I can't pronounce, the mouse ate. So I'm going to end the video here. I've just cleared out another bed down there. Roughly, it isn't perfect, but I just got the bulk of it out. But that's all I'm going to do for today, and hopefully I can come down the next couple of days and get all the other stuff out, and the bed's prepared, ready for the stuff that I need to direct sow, like the turnips, some spinach, some chard. I did put chard in there, but it got eaten, so I'm going to try and put it straight out. So yeah, I need to get that done. And I've also bought some purple carrot seeds the other day, which you can still sow in July. And again, I want to put, what I'm going to do with them is I'm going to put them in a pot. So I'm going to see if I can find a nice deep pot, put some compost in there, and I'm going to grow them in there. So you'll probably see that in the next video. So I will see you in the next video. Bye.